strange 12 months for the club with everything that went on midway through last season. It's kind of spilled into summer, and you spoke about getting to the end of the season. You did that, and then another sort of rebuild in the summer as well. How have you found it?
Really good. I mean, the club itself, probably for the first time in a long time, has overtaken probably the football side of it. It's now the football side to try and keep up with the club, and that's what the lads are there to do. We've got a lot of new lads in there as well, so they're just trying to gel at the minute. Sometimes it's coming off in bits of games, but not in the full 90 minutes. But the whole club's just a different place to be. Everyone's enjoying it, loving to be there. It's just the frustrating thing for us that is we're probably not performing like we want to. We've certainly got the players to do that, and hopefully it's just a matter of time before that changes. But the club's totally different. Brilliant.
There's obviously been a lot of changes behind the scenes recently with the juniors as well.
Yeah.
Does it feel as if it's more of a connected club now?
It definitely is. I think there's obviously the supporters are sort of back on board as well, and you know the amount of work that goes on here and has done over the summer and still is ongoing is great to see, and the majority of that is just Den and Lindsay and Chris who have come in, and others from the juniors. It's actually the supporters that have been turning up, and the old committee as well. Everyone just mucking in. It's been excellent to be fair, Mark.
You've seen this club at its very best, you know, when we go back to the Wembley days and stuff like that. It's obviously a long way off that, but the work that you put in now is to get it back to those levels again, I guess.
That's what we want to do. I think that's what brings people through the door, and that's where we want to be, Mark. It's not going to be easy because there's some good teams about, but that's up to us to sort that side about, because the off the field stuff has been excellent and will continue to be excellent.
When you look at this season, I mean, what are the aims? Is it just to...
I think we've got to have that aim, like we've got to have something in the league where we've got to say, right, we want to try and get in the playoffs. Even West Allotment, I'm sure other clubs, everyone wants to do as well as they can, and that's got to be an aim. And can we have a cup run? And disappointing the FA Cup, but I come with a cup run, the Vars, the Senior Cup. Can we just bring some enjoyment back to the place like it used to be?
You obviously initially said you were going to take the job until the end of last season. What was it that made you stick around?
Just the change. It had to be the change for me. With Den, I've known Den who runs the junior setup, and Chris and Lindsay a long time, Den for a particularly long time, and I know how professional they are, so ultimately it was down to them taking it over, because I think otherwise we would have really been struggling as a club. But that's what made us change it. It's just the professionalism in them, and they want to move it forward and want the club to get promoted and want to have better facilities. So it's the ambition of them, really. It's exciting.
When you look at the squad, I mean, last year it was obviously you had a lot of support from South Shields. This year, does it feel as if it's more your squad?
It is. But to do obviously the recruitments, I still think we probably need. I think we're right in that we probably still need a couple of players. We're just not gelling at the minute, but it feels like it's ours. It's the players we've went for and know, and some of them we didn't know and brought in. But it'll get there. The lads will gel. But definitely, it's our team now.